Hey everybody, my name is Dan C. Bearded, and this is my list of the best beard products of 2025. Woo, big baby! Now, a couple of housekeeping items before we get started that might help you is if you notice down below, I have added chapters to the video where you can scroll along the video to get to the different parts that you need. Also, if you check out the description, which is below the video on mobile and desktop, if you drop down, you will see those chapters at the bottom that you can click through. But also, I've broken each category down and listed them, and it has links and codes and any information that you may need. So please feel free to use any of those things. I don't need or expect anybody just to watch every second. If you do, shout out to you, that's awesome. But I want you guys to use this video as needed. Whether it's the first time you watch it or you come back again, I love having those tools available. Also, small little ask here, if at any point during this video you find it helpful and you want to learn more about beard care, beard grooming, or beards in general, and you're not, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. I'm so close at the time of this video dropping to getting to a huge goal of 100,000 subscribers, and any support really does help that. And of course, the thumbs up like button does as well. You don't need to do that right now. I haven't proven it to you yet, but if I've added any free value to your life, that would be amazing. So before we get into the actual list, I do have to address the part of the video that I hate doing every year, and I tell myself stop doing it, but I do feel it is needed. And that would be the concept that this is my list. This is not a perfect list. I am not a guru. I am not an expert. I will miss things. Now, there are some aspects of this that when I make a list, I'm going to get some criticism. I understand that. I'm okay with that. Some things that people are going to say is most of the companies on this list are Dan's affiliates. That is true. It's not entirely. And they'll say things like he only promotes his affiliates. That's not true. Go check out any of my reviews. Go check out how I operate on this channel. And above all, with that said, and to make it clear, what is an affiliate? An affiliate is if you use my link or my code, you guys save money, and then it supports the platform and channel by giving a small commission on sales. Now, you can go around that completely and just Google the company, just go to their site on your own and purchase. Absolutely. I don't force or try to tell anybody to do anything. I'm just putting that info out there. But with that said, I absolutely do on days that I have options on what I want to wear, because I have a lot of the days where I'm testing for a review or a new scent. I usually go with a vast majority of the time with my affiliate companies because those are the ones that I enjoy. Those are the ones that I prefer. So they're the ones that I talk about and promote on videos and lists, just simply because I think that's how it's supposed to be. What is the alternative? Promoting companies that I don't use, that I don't like? I'm not a fan of that. And when it comes to affiliates, this is not an exaggeration. I've literally turned down triple-digit hundreds of companies from their affiliate offers. If it was just about being an affiliate, just about being a commission, why aren't they on this video? Why aren't they on the affiliate list? I just like linking with the companies that I use and I enjoy. Now, on the same kind of criticism, people will say, Dan has a relationship with these companies. I absolutely do. I help them improve their products and their company and the experience for the consumer, and I'm very proud of that, and I'm unbelievably open and transparent. Some of the reason this is a criticism is because I share everything, and then people take that and use it, and that's fine. I'm not concerned with anybody's opinion. I just want to make sure that the intentions are clear. I am a teacher. I'm an over-explainer. This is what I do, and I left a full teaching career with job security. I'm in this for the long haul. I'm in the business of helping people make their beard feel better, look better, and smell better. I'm not going to jeopardize any aspect of that for a short-term sale and for a commission. Plus, that's just not in my character to begin with. I really love every single company and product that's on this list. And speaking of relationships, there will be owners that I have relationships with that are not on this list, that are not in this video, or even they are, but they feel like they should be on it more. I feel for them. But it's not going to change the way I go about the video. It's not going to change the way that I make a list. And also, if something's not on here, it doesn't mean that it's low quality. Come here, dirty secret, dirty secret. It's not hard to make quality beard products. However, it's not hard to make crap beard products. You just need to figure out what the difference is and then figure out your own personal preferences based on your personal variables, your climate, your hair type, your skin type. What do you like to smell like? Your sense of smell. There's so many different things that can factor into finding what the best beard products are for you. And I think this is kind of my last point on this before we get into the actual list. And some of you skip this and that's okay as well. You don't need to hear this. But nothing about this video is pay to play. There are lots of lists online that you can find, and companies know this. They get emails and they're like, hey, if you pay this amount, you'll be on the list. If you want to pay less, you can be on the UK version of the list. That happens, and a lot of you know what I'm talking about. One of the biggest ones uses 2 letters for their name, and it's kind of a fashion brand, right? I've seen the emails. This is not pay to play. This is not even something that companies request to be on. I don't even give companies a heads up that they're on this list or that any of their products are on this list. This is just what I think is my best list from this year. Now, if I missed any of my explanation, I'll probably come back to it in the conclusion when I wrap things up. I don't love this video, and I hate saying that because there's a lot of pressure involved. People take this seriously, but I do think it's helpful. And because of that, I will likely continue to make this video. If at any time you guys have questions or want me to dig deeper on any explanation, reach out. My description has the contact information for Instagram and email. I respond to every single message and email. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the list. 2025 Best Beard Oil List. Now, this is going to be our biggest category by far. There's a couple of reasons behind that. Number one, it's part of the 2 most important beard products for the health of your beard. Beard wash being one, we'll get to next, and then beard oil. Now, beard oil also has the most diversity because every single beard product company has beard oil. They don't all have beard wash. They don't all have beard butter. They don't have every product, but they all have beard oil, and it usually has the biggest selection. Now, I am going to go over scent in beard oil because to me, it matters. I crave things. I love things. They energize me. They calm me. They have me feeling fancy for a date night. Most of, if not every company on this list does have an unscented oil. For those of you that are always screaming at me, Dan, it's not about the scent. I understand. If they're on here, it's going to be an incredible carrier blend. I'm just going to go into a specific about the scent. Scent is entirely personal preference. There is no right or wrong to that at all. All right. And I'm going to try, of course, each one of these is just going to be a quick hitter because we don't want this to be an hour-long video. I don't know if you guys do, but we don't want it to be too long. So I'm going to hit some key points and we'll move on. And then again, everything is linked in the description. And I do have a video, multiple videos on every single company and product that's on this list. All right. The first one that we're going to go over would be Beard Octane in the scent of Positive Charge. Now, this is a collaboration of mine. This is a wonderful citrus, almost natural cologne scent. It has peach, it has grapefruit, it is wonderful, and it is one of the favorites of my wife of all time, and I've not heard a female that dislikes this scent at all. It is just fresh, uplifting, gives a little bit of a pop. Now, Beard Octane is out of Connecticut, and they have a thin viscosity oil. Straight up thin viscosity. We're going to talk about from thin to thick, thin being closer to something like water, thick being something closer to like molasses. And then, of course, I can't get into the ingredients on every one, but feel free to check them all out, you guys. If they're on here, I recommend that blend wholeheartedly. Beard Octane. And there is no particular order. This is just how I just laid them down. All right, the second one that we have would be Dr. Nick's, and it would be IPA. Now, with so many of these, with Beard Octane, I could have gone Cold Start. With Dr. Nick's, I could have gone Peppermint Rosemary. I could have gone number 7, which is a citrus blend. It really doesn't matter, but this one, well, watch it, got it. This one I've been using more than any of their others. And the IPA, I don't drink alcohol, by the way. The IPA just has real, all-natural Cascade hops. It has things in here that are just going to smell like nature. There's a little bit of a citrus note to it. If you know number 7, it's like citrus, but then add in those IPA hops. Does not smell like alcohol. It smells fresh. It smells botanical. It is so unbelievably like calming, but also confidence giving. I love it, and it's one that doesn't get talked about enough, but any other scents are going to knock it out of the park. And this, to me, is a medium light viscosity and is one of, if not the best for nourishing my beard. If If I need a day where my beard needs to look on point, if I need a day where my beard needs to feel on point, it's oftentimes I go with this. And I'm going to try and tell you guys everything I use today for this big video. I know it gets lots of views. I do have the IPA beard oil in beard right now for the video. That one's Dr. Nick's, and they're out of Massachusetts. All right, next one is a very unique one, and that would be Johnny Ray with their Blue Tansy oil. Now, you can see a little bit here. This oil is blue, and of course, they have these pump tops that are awesome. And Johnny Ray is out of my home state of Michigan, by the way. And this is a very thin viscosity oil. It's the thinnest viscosity on this list because of hemisqualane oil, which is squalene oil, but half the molecular weight. But it doesn't always act as a thin viscosity, meaning thin viscosity is very fast absorbing, doesn't leave the beard with any kind of like hold or any kind of like shine. This acts a little bit heavier, but it is something that absorbs quickly and is wonderful. And Blue Tansy is all natural. That color, the smell, it is a little bit herbaceous. It's a little bit minty. It's a little bit citrusy, almost appley. It's hard to explain, and I've never experienced anything like it. And I went through like an interesting course with Blue Tansy. I was obsessed with it. And I think I went too hard and got a little burned out, and now I just can't get enough, and I'm addicted to it again. And it's so good for the skin. This is one of the greatest oils I've ever used. All right, next one would be Dead Man's Beard Co. and Supernova. This is a straight up sexy cologne. If there is a date night with my wife, Sam C., this is going to be likely the one I'm going with, or one of a small handfuls that I'm picking from. I do use the cologne as well. Unbelievably just nice. It is a brighter, sweet kind of citrus cologne, flirting with that aquatic citrus world. Love, love, love. And Dead Man's is a medium viscosity. And if anybody questions like the affiliate relationships and stuff, just go please watch my original review of Dead Man's and see the progression and see how they became an affiliate from a company I'd never heard of to that original review, which was very critical, to now one of my closest relationships, because Bryant listens. He wants to grow, and he's really doing it the right way. That's what it's all about right there, you guys. Dead Man's medium viscosity. Another option for date night would be Copper John's and Sundance. Similar world, but very different. This is a true aquatic cologne, a true citrus aquatic cologne. Dead Man's is its own thing. It's wonderful. But this one is a classic. It is beautiful. It is loved. Their beard oil is a medium thick viscosity. It's a little bit thicker than the ones we've talked about, which can add a little bit of hold, a little bit of styling. And if you have like a red, white, silver beard, oftentimes they lean a little bit thicker on the viscosity. Now, I do believe everybody should rotate through viscosities. I think that's very good for your beard health. I think you're giving it different nutrients. You're absorbing into different layers of the skin. You avoid the plateau effect. But this one is awesome, and Copper John's is out of Utah. All right, next one up we have is Luxurious Bastard, and I went with the Sweet Bastard. Now, I love Fresh and Calm as well, but those ones aren't always in stock. Sweet Bastard is almost always in stock. It's one of the few essential oil options from Dave with Luxurious Bastard. He is out of California currently, even though maybe this next year he's moving, but he's in California, and this is also a medium viscosity blend. Wonderful. Most of his scents, though, are very strong and layered and dark and complex. So if you're like, Dan, I know you like the lighter, the sweeter scents, but I want something manly. I want something that really packs a punch. Luxurious Bastard is a fantastic option for you. All right, next one is a collaboration of mine as well, and that would be Invigoration by Artius Man. Now, this one is important. They're out of Columbus, Ohio. I did graduate from University of Michigan, but I still love Columbus. And this one is interesting because most of the oils, other than this one from Artius Man, I do not wear. Not because they're bad, not because anything is wrong with them, but they are a straight up, and the only one that I'll talk about today that is a thick viscosity oil. It is the thickest, castor oil heavy. It's a little bit sticky. So many people love it. It's just a little bit thick for my big beard. My I don't know what you'd call this cornucopia of colors in my beard. I told them that. Quality, amazing company, great ingredients. It just didn't work for me. They're like, dude, let's make something that does. So we together created the carrier blend, the scent profile. It is a medium, kind of medium light viscosity. Once upon a time, we were really thin, and it's kind of evolved over the years. I would say medium thin viscosity, and it is just a minty fresh blend. Wonderful, wonderful one. All right, next up would be Volt Life-Proof Grooming, and it is Everest. Now, this company is out of South Dakota, and this is a scent where you get to the top of a mountain, and it's all essential oils, and you just smell that freshness on a hike. Little bit of pine, little bit of foliage, just beautiful, crisp air, and this is a medium viscosity oil. All right, next up, one of my most used ever, and that would be Tabletop Beard Co. Winter Solstice. And this has just got this golden, beautiful color to it. This is a medium, flirting with medium thick viscosity, but medium, and it is one of the most nourishing. Now, it's only the second time I've said that. One of the most nourishing because if I feel like I went on a trip and my beard was a little dehydrated or off, this is one I go to, especially at night. One of the top 2 most used nighttime scents for me because it's so good for my beard. It is a fresh, all-natural essential oil blend that has a unique twist on mint. Wonderful, but they have so many fragrance options, so many good things. Tabletop, you guys, and they're out of the Pacific Northwest in Washington with a gaming type theme, so check that out. All right, next one. This one is new to our list this year, and you might be like, what? They weren't on it? No. So we have entering the chat, Live Bearded, probably the biggest company on the list, and they have a brand new carrier blend that I covered this year. I actually was able to give them feedback for years. I'm like, your stuff's really good. And they're like, but it's not stacking up to the others. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with yours. But there are certain ingredients and blends that I do like more, such as meadow foam seed oil, my favorite ingredient. Doesn't really have a shelf life. It doesn't really have an odor. It is a best teammate in all of beard care. I love it. It's now their most potent ingredient. They absolutely crushed it. And for a company like that to listen to the community and adjust at that scale is not easy, and it speaks volumes about them. I would call it a medium viscosity oil. I went with straight up. Out of their main line, I like 1880 the most, but I love their seasonals. My favorite oils for them by far are their seasonals, so keep an eye out for those, you guys, but they are out of Arizona. All right, next one. This one I could have either scent for, but it is going to be Fable Beard Co. And this year I went with the Teacher because I've been wearing this one more than the Grower. The Grower is that apple, citrus, beautiful one, still love with a passion, but the Teacher is something unique. It is a berry scent, not a citrus, not something that you've ever seen before. It is like a dry freshness. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but it is truly unique and wonderful, and of course is a collaboration. And Fable is a medium thick viscosity. This is the thickest blend that I will use on a regular basis. Now, sometimes I will mix it. I literally will take the Teacher and Positive Charge from Beard Octane, mix them, and get a thinner viscosity than Fable, and it brings this whole new scent life together. Amazing. They're out of Tennessee. All right, 3 more, you guys. Next up, we have one of my most comforting oils, and that would be 8-Bit Beard Co. Pinky. This is with their blend that is made for their essential oil line. And this is a medium/medium light viscosity. Now, Pinky is just straight up pink grapefruit. It is so comforting. I have this in oil. I have it in face wash. I have it in cologne, essential oil cologne. I have it in body wash. I have it in pretty much everything and can't get enough of it. Very simple, not layered, not complex, but it's so nice. It just works. 8-Bit is out of Columbus, Ohio as well. Great company, really, really, really wonderful scent right here. Next one is probably the newest scent on this list, and that would be Weatherbeard Hinoki Heights. They are also out of Tennessee. This is all natural, and this has oud as the star of the show with a little bit of freshness, a little bit of that like mountain air. It is bright, it is sweet, it is wonderful. We have another medium viscosity. Love the direction this company is heading. All right, next one is a scent that's been on the list, but never in this form. Got you. And that would be the Bearded Mac with King's Bounty. Now, the Bearded Mac, I believe, is still the only company from top to bottom. I love every single scent that they make. There's not one that I dislike. And I don't know if that's good or bad, right? I think it's good to have some scents you dislike. They knock every scent out of the park. King's Bounty is one of mine and my wife's favorite scents of all time. This is the floral entering the chat. It is a floral cologne. It is lilacs. It is just beautiful garden that you're walking through with a bunch of flowers. I don't know what a flower garden's called. Probably a flower garden. Oh my God. Stop yelling at me, guys. I'm talking on the fly here. Absolutely fantastic. Also in that medium thick / kind of more medium range. Wonderful blend. They are out of Northern Virginia. And then the last one that we have for beard oil would be True North and Wicked Citrus. True North also has an updated carrier blend that is improved. They removed some ingredients that people were kind of about. They added ones that people love. Love this. They are out of Maine. This is essential oil, and it is the most pure citrus scent that I own. Absolutely like you ripped open a lemon, like you ripped open a lime, and you get that zest in the air. Wonderful. My 15 most craved and used oils from 2025. Next up, we have the best beard washes from 2025. I might or might not go into scent on this one, but as I mentioned, this is the other most important product. Now, if you're just getting into the game and you're overwhelmed, reach out. I'll help you based on your personal variables. I promise I never charge for anything. I just love helping you guys. But if you're overwhelmed, start with a beard oil and a beard wash. Whichever one strike you, pick one of each and then go from there. Let's dive in. The beard wash that I used today before this video, the one that has in combo with their conditioner that's been making my beard feel the cleanest, feel the best, and look the best afterwards, would be the Blue Tansy Beard Wash from Johnny Ray. It has the right thickness to the wash. It has the right lather, the way it feels after. Now, a big aspect, you guys, of the way shower products perform is your water table. Do you have hard water? Do you have soft water? Do you have more chlorine? Do you have more this? There's so many different variables, so mileage will vary, but this one is the best wash that I've used for the last year, and I'm utterly obsessed with it. The smell, the feel, the everything, absolutely knocked it out of the park. All right, another one that is very unique would be the beard wash. I have the big one and the travel one from Volt, and this would be their beard wash that has caffeine in it. Now, we know there are studies now showing that topically applied caffeine can help beard growth. Does this do that? I don't know, but I know it doesn't hurt, and I love their beard wash. True top-notch quality. Next up, we have I believe a newcomer to the list, and that is the essential oil line of the beard washes from Weatherbeard. This one is a little bit different than all the ones we've mentioned. These are all very unique, and that's why they're on this list. This one has a great lather, a great feel to it. My beard feels like it's not overly stripped afterwards, but it feels clean. Now, two unique ones checking into the chat, and that would be the Solid Beard Wash Bar by Beard Octane. Now, I would likely say that their LCW, which is their Gentle Daily Beard Wash, is probably more popular than this. And I don't know if last year which one I had on the list, but I can't say that I use LCW more than their Solid Beard Wash Bar. I use the Solid Beard Wash Bar more. Love LCW, OG, classic, one of the best of all time, but I can't get enough of this Solid Beard Wash Bar. I use it on my head hair. I use it on my beard. I travel with it. I go bar to beard. This is not soap. This has a gentle daily pH. This has the ingredients of a gentle. Think of like a shampoo or a beard wash. Take the water out, dehydrate it, and then put it here. That's what you have. Similarly, but also a totally different texture, would be the Solid Beard Wash Bar by the Bearded Mac. Now, this one has like this little kind of like rice base to it, almost. I don't even know the details, but it just works for all the same reasons I just mentioned, you guys. One key thing with these is keeping them dry between uses. I have a metal wire kind of soap saver where I put them on so air can go through. You don't want them sitting on a ledge or a niche or something where they're just sitting in a pool of water. They will turn to mush. So something to consider there. All right, three more. Next up would be the aloe-based Dr. Nick's Daily Gentle Beard Wash. That aloe is special. The blend in here is special. It just simply works. If I was out of that Blue Tansy wash and I needed the best beard day ever, I probably would go with this one. Next up would be our stripping wash of the list. They also have a great daily wash as well, but I picked the stripping wash because it is the best stripping wash I've ever used, and that is by Dead Man's Beard Co. Now, I do recommend everybody strips their beard once a week. All the ones I've mentioned so far are daily gentle, and they do an awesome job. You should wash your beard every single day. It has germs, it has pollutants, it has food, and it's around your mouth and nose. Wash your beard, you guys. But once a week, consider stripping the beard. There are things that gentle washes just cannot get rid of, especially if you use wax, especially if you live in an area with pollution, especially if you're not the cleanest eater. If you drool, you want to be able to strip. Mine's almost gone. I've used so much. I love this stuff. And then the last one would be the Daily Beard Wash by True North. It's just good. It just straight up gets the job done. That essential oil, wicked citrus blend in there just wakes me up in the morning, makes me feel great. Love, love, love these washes. Let's look at the best beard butters from 2025. And beard butter comes in play once your beard gets a little bit longer and you want a little bit more nourishment. I use butter at night to get that nighttime nourishment when I rinse my beard out in the morning, effortlessly through my hands with a comb. It is wonderful. It's bringing those long chain fatty acids that we can't get from oils. Now, can you use it in the morning as well or only in the morning? Absolutely. All personal preference. Some people like butter because it gives them a little bit of styling and hold to kind of lock in those flyaways, but it's not as firm or as controlling as Balm. Now, it sounds like a relationship, but this is the butters that we're going to go over. The first one is probably my most used beard butter, and that would be, I got the old label on this one, so I'm a little embarrassed that I have the old label one, but I don't like to waste stuff. And that would be the Beard Butter by Dr. Nick's. Some people literally call this a miracle butter. They say that it has helped in so many ways other than their beard. Like they've had like aging spots or medical scars, all this stuff. It's absolutely wild the things people say, but I know those people and they really genuinely mean it. This is the most unique butter on this list. There are some butters on here that you will not see anywhere else in the game. It is a full body butter. There's going to be a little bit of texture. It's not the softest or the smoothest butter, but once you melt it down, it is just pure bliss. You apply it to your beard. I don't recommend the skin under your beard, but I use this butter instead of lotion as well. Just something to keep in mind there. Incredible butter right here. Next up would be the butter in any of them, but I love the Blue Tansy one from Johnny Ray. This one is very light, very easy and smooth to melt down. No real texture to it, no real body to it, and it's just so nourishing. Another one, we're just going and you'll see kind of the uniqueness and originality, would be Bahawat. And there are many Walmarts in the country you guys can find this in, especially if you are near Florida and anywhere in that southern region. They have hundreds of Walmarts where you can get this. Black seed oil is a key ingredient in here. So wonderful. This one is very, very smooth. This one and the next one are similar. Very smooth, but it is a little bit on the tacky side and not in a bad way. It just gives a little bit of hold, a little bit of styling, but there's not a single bit of grit or texture anywhere near it. Wonderful. When I have like tattoos or things that I really need to heal, I go with Dr. Nick's or I go with Bahawat. Now, probably if I had to pick, if you said, Dan, gotta pick one, the smoothest butter in all of the world, I would say it is Artius Man. Artius Man has an incredibly, incredibly smooth beard butter. And this one is the Autumn Spice. I don't like this scent myself, but it was down in the studio, so I grabbed it. And the one that I use is the Invigoration is upstairs. But it is just like glass. You scoop it out and it just feels like silk. It is unbelievably smooth. They actually had a couple-month period where they were not selling beard butter because the unique butter source that they use could not get it in supply. They tried other ones. They refused to lower the quality of their butter and they just waited and lost a lot of money, but they kept the quality. Artius Man butter. All right, and then this one is, over the years, probably my most used of all time, and that would be the Beard Butter by Beard Octane. So smooth, so light, just straight up gets the job done. Period. End of story. Cold Start is one of my most used for them. Another one, probably their most popular product, that would be the Beard Butter by True North. Same deal, very light, very smooth, and is really kind of how they made their name. On top of their scents and their style and everything, this one is a cult classic. And I do have one that I don't have the butter because I used it and didn't have a new one on the way, I guess, and that is Copper John's. I did help develop that one probably more than any other butter. Get the right oil to butter ratio, the right butters, the right ingredients. Very light, very nourishing. Okay, newcomer would be Dead Man's. And I wanted to include this because they got a really cool little label on there to let you guys know that, hey, if it melts, keep this in mind. Theirs is kind of everything kind of put together. It's got a little bit of texture to it. It's very smooth at the same time. It is not the lightest, but it's not the thickest. It is somewhere right in the middle that's going to nourish the beard. It'll hold in flyaways, and I've never once heard a person dislike their butter. Some of these are too light for people. Some of these are too textured and thick for people. Never once have I heard someone say they didn't like Dead Man's Butter. All right, final two. One of the lightest on the list, and that would be the Beard Butter by Weatherbeard. You put it, scoop, put it in hand, it's already melting down, apply it to beard, beautiful. And then the final one, this one I feel is gonna have a big year to get talked about, and that's the Beard Butter by Tabletop. This is definitely in that top three for, wow, that is incredibly light. That is so nourishing. This is not a balm. You will not confuse this one for a balm. This is a beard butter and it gets the job done, you guys, especially in that like rainy, like that cold humidity Pacific Northwest. I would go to this over a beard balm myself. Beard conditioner. Now this is only for the folks that have a beard of some substance. Now it's not a diss at the shorter beards, but if you have a shorter beard, save money. Don't buy beard conditioner. You know when you need beard conditioner when you're running a comb through your beard and it keeps tangling and keeps snagging, especially after using beard wash. If you're like, dude, that's what I'm going through, it's probably beard conditioner. But that only comes in when you can really kind of pinch and pull the hair. Before that, don't do it. Now, does beard conditioner soften your beard? In many cases, yes. It will feel softer. But again, it's only for those beards that have a little bit of length, 3-4 inches and beyond. Below that, don't waste your money. All right, beard conditioner. I'm gonna break down between like light, medium, and thicker viscosity. Now, does that matter? Not really. If you have a gray, red, white, silver beard, you might go on the thicker side, but you might prefer thinner. I'm just gonna describe it, and then as you guys get to put together your preferences, you can kind of figure that out. First one would be Dead Man's Beard Co. This thing, I don't know how many bottles I've gone through. Just absolutely tried, true, perfect. Wouldn't change a thing in the world. After that would be a very unique one, and that would be the Beard Conditioner by Dr. Nick's. This one, when I put in hand the first time, I'll be honest, I was worried. It kind of felt like a lotion, and I despise lotion, but when I put it into beard, the magic happened. And I just knew that it was gonna style well, it was gonna glide through with a comb, and it did. All right, next up, we also have the Beard Conditioner from True North. Same deal, great. Oh, and I didn't say the viscosity on these ones. Dead Man's would be your medium viscosity. Dr. Nick's, and this one is that interesting one. I would say it's on the lighter side of viscosity. And then you have the True North, medium viscosity, and that goes into Beard Octane. This is the thickest conditioner I use, and this one is for when if I have a rough week because I was traveling, I didn't drink enough water, I was out at the pool and these things, this is my ultimate repair conditioner right here. And then the final one would be that essential oil line from Weatherbeard. Same thing, gets the job done, medium viscosity on that thickness. These are in my shower currently. This is what I rotate through. If any of the bottles looked a little bit nasty, I'm sorry, they were sitting in the shower. I just grabbed them. The Blue Tansy ones are wet because I used them this morning. So that's what we have for beard conditioner. I just went to pack my stuff up because I don't think I can edit this to make it look smooth. And I just had the one that I told you I used this morning in conditioner is the Blue Tansy from Johnny Ray. Wonderful. It's on a medium light viscosity, as I would say, for a conditioner. The one that I wore today. The one that when I need my beard to look the best, I have been going to this. I was like, I got to put this in there. I can't just add a little text. So yeah, it's right here, you guys. Fantastic. The best 2025 beard balms and mustache waxes, I don't really use myself. I've tested them. I recommend them, but it's just not in my personal preference, you guys. Let's start with mustache wax. There's a bunch of really good ones out there, from Copper Johns to Johnny Ray, but I will say it sounds like the king of mustache wax right now is Death Grip. And when I go to these competitions, it's Death Grip. When I talk to a lot of guys that have like these crazy, beautiful handlebar mustaches, it's Death Grip. They're doing it right. I've interacted with the company. They seem to be fantastic. I've tried the products myself. I could tell it's quality. Death Grip. Balm, I recommend very firm balms. If not, just use a beard butter. For the firm balm side of things, there's a bunch of great options, but oftentimes the key ones are Luxurious Bastard, Johnny Ray, and Copper Johns. Again, bunch of other ones out there I'm missing. I don't use Balm, but those ones I keep getting great feedback on from you guys, and I've tested them myself. The one exception would be one that's not as firm, but it's a little bit different, would be the Beard Balm Stick by Dr. Nick's. And here's those new labels on there. This bad boy goes on like this, and I have used this on occasion, especially on my mustache. If I just want to swoop it away from my face, you don't have to put it on your hand. You can warm it down, warm it up and melt it on your hand and apply, but you can go straight balm stick to beard. I had to put that on the list because it's a good balm, but also this is really, really, really useful out there. And while we're on these ones, let me go ahead and throw in deodorant as well. I only use 2 deodorants. I rotate between Beard Octane, which is a probiotic deodorant, and then I rotate between Copper John's, which is not a sodium, what am I looking for here? Baking soda deodorant. This one's a little bit more aggressive and does have a period where it might irritate some armpits of people. Like my wife Sam can't really use this. The probiotic one, I've never heard of anybody having that. Now these are natural deodorants. They're not antiperspirants. They do not have aluminum. Don't shove aluminum into your pores. These are both natural. If you're switching from some garbage to this, you might have a detox period. Just keep that in mind, but trust me, it is worth it. One of the changes that I feel the greatest about for myself and my health was going to natural deodorant. It took me the longest, but I'm so glad that I did. Tools! Products alone do not get my beard looking like this. I need some help, and these are the tools that I use on a daily basis and are really the only ones I've used in 2025, maybe a small exception here or there. Let's start off with the hair dryer, the blow dryer. I still have my knockoff Dyson. The brand is called Co-Share. I'm sure it's just like a drop ship one. It has been beat the heck. If you see here, I got a little crack down the middle. It's a little bit worn. I still have not found a blow dryer that works better for me. That's in my price range. At this time in my life, I'm not going to spend $400 on a blow dryer. This was under like 90 bucks on Amazon. They've had different sales and versions of it. I'll try my best to link it. Absolutely love it. It just works. I travel all over the country with it. I've had it for years now, and I spent like 80 bucks on it myself. Love this thing right here. I'll continue to recommend that. Now, my number one comb that I've ever used, you guys, still to this day, is the carbon fiber comb from Chicago Combs. Love, love, love. And this would be that affiliate kind of note. They're not an affiliate. I've never made any commission off them. It's still the greatest comb I've ever used. Many of my affiliates make combs, sell combs. This is still the better comb for me. It is waterproof, heat resistant, it is smooth, it has the perfect spacing, the perfect length. It is the best. I have a comb for the basement. I have a comb for the bathroom. I have a comb for the shower. I love them. Absolutely love them. That's the best. Beyond that would be the brush. And I don't really use a normal Boar's brush, but I will use a round brush. And this is the best one that I've ever used for years now. And it is the Volt Life-Proof Groomings brush. It has these little teeth that go out here and then some boar's hair underneath. I mainly only use that when I'm going after the dents and waves in my beard. So it's just a spot tool. Then the final one would be the heated brush, which I use every day on my mustache. I use underneath my lower lip and sometimes my sides. Not always though. And this one has changed. I have been going with the cordless from Beard Octane. Now, I still do use my Aberlite Go 2. They're still an affiliate, still love. I travel with the Pro sometimes, but this bad boy has taken it for me. It just works. It just gets the job done. It's got like 6 different heat settings. It lasts for about 4 or 5 charges. Easy to clean, great depth. Great spacing. The red is actually the heating mechanism. You can hold this bad boy and not burn yourself because the black part is not the heating part. So those are the tools that I use, you guys. I can't really think of anything else that I use outside of like trimmers. I use that Babyliss FX. Outside of scissors or shears, I have some right now from Luxurious Bastard. I don't know. I think that's about it for my tools. The final category does not really have to do with the beard, but it is something I use in this world, and that would be face wash and body wash. I only use from small batch beard product companies, and they have both for the companies that I use. I use 8-Bit, especially in the pinky scent. Wonderful one, wonderful one. 8-Bit. And I use Johnny Ray. I use Dr. Nick's, and I use Artius Man. Did I say 8-Bit in the oil video? I hope I did. I had pinky on my list, but my brain is like freezing. I'll go back and check. But those ones, you guys, absolutely fantastic. They really care about the ingredients, the ratios, the quality. I didn't want to bring them all down because that was another like 8 big old things from my shower to bring down here. Absolutely recommend all of those. Woo! How can this video be a sprint and a marathon at the same time? Why am I so sweaty? What is going on? Down below, you guys, what questions do you have for me? I'm just going to leave that open in general. And then if you have any experiences with anything on this list, please share. How was the customer service? Did you like the products? What was the scent? And this can be good, bad, or other. If you tried it because of me and you did not like it, let us know why. Please share down below. I want a well-rounded feedback from the consumers out there. Cannot wait to hear about you guys' experiences and any thoughts that you have. I always leave that open for you guys. Thank you for watching. My name's Dan C. Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.